Let me just, first of all, thank everybody for listening to the show. And I want to talk for a minute. I know we do a lot of funny, crazy stuff on the show this morning. And I kind of had a real crazy experience on Sunday. Well, let me go all the way back to some years ago. I went to pick up my son Brandon when he was I think he was about 8. Brandon had a little cousin named Tony. And so, I always been that type of father that if I go pick up my son or any kid, and if there's other kids and wanted to come, I would always allow them to come. I never really said no to a kid that wanted to come and be with my kids or whatever. So I just say, okay, I really don't want to be bothered with all these kids in the house, but, let me go by grocery store, get some extra food, let them spend the night, make a nice little slumber party for them, just make sure that everybody have a good time. So this one particular time, that I went and picked up my son, he had his cousin. There was some more kids there that was related to my son, and I'll just never forget, it was a 2-year-old baby. And get real sad when I talk about it because I just remember all of them coming over there. They stayed a couple of nights and, spent the night. I think I popped popcorn for them, set them down, watched a movie. I made sure everybody had a shower, was in their pajamas, had what they needed. And this one little baby, I gave him a bath and got him all, I rock tea, how you grease them up and put baby powder on them. They feed them, they be happy and full. He was just so happy to be there. And then after that, I didn't see that baby no more. And I was like, man, I just never forgot how his face looked because, the kids was aggravating. So he slept in there in the bed with me, So I'm laying up there watching news, baby over there asleep or whatever. So years go by. And I was speaking at this juvenile facility. Judge C.H. Brantley asked me to come down. I'm supposed to be going next week again. I go all the time to speak at this one particular juvenile facility. And I looked in the audience and I recognized those eyes in that face. And I said, that's that baby. And after the kids left, I sat there, I talked to him for about an hour after they had took the other kids back to their dorms or whatever. And I talked to him. And then I got a message on Facebook a few days ago that his funeral was at 1:00. And he was killed at a gas station. And, to sit in the back of a church looking at a casket, saying, those 2 nights that baby stayed over there and played with that baby all night. And now he's 20 years old up there in a casket and sitting up there watching his mother cry like that. And I just want to, no murder, nobody have a right and should kill anybody. But sometimes we put ourselves in the wrong place at the wrong time in predicaments. Like I'm mad at my teenagers right now because when they came home for the Christmas break, I couldn't get nobody to sit down. Kind of like, I'm kind of like old school home training. You just don't have to go to everything. It's okay to sit at home. It's okay to pull out a book and read a book or go downstairs and watch a movie or go in the kitchen and try some new. You just don't have to be in the streets because it's so dangerous. And I'm telling y'all teenagers, man, you got to listen to your parents, man. A lot of us kind of been around the corner a few times, and we done been 13, 14, and 15, and 16 years before. We've already done that. And it's not like it was when we was growing up. Times have changed because now we're dealing with a lot of kids that don't have anything to lose. And when you're dealing with somebody that don't have nothing to lose, they will take your life just to get their picture on TV for killing you. And that's famous for them. That's fame for some of them. That's how some of them think. Your parents work hard. They work their butt off. And parents, we got to stop trying to give kids what we did not have and start giving them more of what we had, which is discipline, structure, and get your ass somewhere and sit down and know I'm not going to spend all that money on that particular shirt or those particular shoes, and saying no to them. See, these little boys are not your boyfriend. They are your sons. And we have to treat them as such, man. I'm so scared for our youth, but I just want to tell y'all teenagers, man, you got to listen to your parents, man. The Bible said, honor your mother and your father, that your days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. And I'm telling you, man, if you don't listen to your folks, man, and have more respect for your teachers, because you can't say that you don't know. Because some teacher, some librarian, some football coach, some pastor, some Sunday school teacher, somewhere down the line, somebody have told you what's right. And regardless of what your circumstance is, you have to listen to somebody at some point, or you gonna be dead. And let's forget about yourself. It ain't just about you being dead. If just imagine if some kids can look over that church and look on that front row and look what you put your mother through. Look how your mother sitting up there crying, and she's standing up there at that casket, and they have to pretty much pick her up and take her back to her seat because she's so disoriented and halfway fainting because she's sitting up there watching her son laying up in a casket. She don't even know where she is. Somebody have to guide her to her seat. And then to see her go back up there one more time before they close that lid on that casket, and that's the last time your mother gonna get an opportunity to see your face before they close that lid on that casket. This is serious, folks. This is not a game. Stop playing with your life and listen to your parents, man. They ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. Man, don't do this to your mama. Don't do this to your good fathers. Don't do this to your parents, man. Think about your grandmama sitting on the second row. Can't take it. You understand what I'm saying? When I got shot, man, the only thing, I didn't even care. I wanted to live, but Lord, if I died, the only thing I was worried about, man, oh, Lord Jesus, my grandmama. This gonna kill if I die, if I take my last breath and die, Lord Jesus, my grandmother ain't gonna be able to survive this. I can't imagine. I looked at what my grandparents went through sitting on the front row when my daddy was laying up there in the casket, man. You don't have to do what everybody do. You don't have to drink. You don't have to smoke. You ain't got to. You be different and be unique and be a leader and not a follower. Stop doing what everybody else do. Stop being a part of the crowd. If they want to say you lame or whatever, let them say whatever they want to say. They said it about me, and still to this day, I ain't had nothing to drink, or I ain't never been in no gang. I ain't never smoked, and I grew up in the projects. Because just because you grew up in the projects, that don't mean that the projects have to be in you. You can be something. You can be something, but you got to listen to somebody. If you have anger issues, folks, black folks, there's help out there. My youngest son is in counseling right now. I went to counseling. Everybody dealt with some kind of anger issue. Everybody dealing with something. But I'm telling you right now, especially parents, man, sometimes it ain't the kids' fault. Sometimes it's us. We give them everything. We don't give them no discipline, no structure. We don't know how to tell them no. So scared you're gonna hurt their feelings if you tell them no. I don't even tell mine. I tell them hell no. It's not okay. Because some of y'all kids out there, what you putting your parents through, man, is just unbearable. It's unbearable. And I feel so sorry for some of these parents, man. They work really hard to try to make sure that, man, can't get you to take out the garbage on Tuesdays and Fridays, can't get you to clean up your room, can't get you to make up the bed. We out here dealing with crazy folks. We out here dealing with racism. We out here, I'm talking about the parents now. We out here being pulled over by the police, cussed out at our jobs, all this kind of stuff. And to come home, the least you could do is clean up the kitchen, mop the floor, sweep the floor, wipe the counters down, be respectful. Good morning. How are you today? Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. She didn't ask you whose shoes was in the floor. She told you to get the shoes out of the floor. The only thing is yes, ma'am, regardless of who put the shoes in the floor. The little talking back, the disrespect, the slamming the doors. I'm telling y'all, man, when you disrespect your parents, man, you cutting your life short. Ain't no good gonna come to you if you disrespectful. All you have to do is just do what you're supposed to do, man. Listen to your parents. And parents, You got to stop letting them do everything. Stop letting them go everywhere just to keep peace in the house. Cause and I'm gonna let you know, man. Don't let Rickey Smiley for real TV show fool you. It ain't never no peace in my house. Cause I got a son that always trying to go somewhere and got something planned. And soon as he get to my house, I say, let me explain something to you. Ain't gonna be no going nowhere this weekend. So don't even ask. So whatever we do or wherever you go, I'm gonna make a decision and I'm gonna make some plans for us this weekend, and that's what we're gonna do. And then if I feel like it's okay for you to go to the movies with your friends, then that's what I'll do. Now that's a very unpopular stance as a parent. They ain't gonna like you, but they don't pay no bills. And hey, if they don't like you, so what? Cause mine sure don't like me, and I don't care. I sleep good every night knowing that I did the right thing. I done seen all you school teachers and principals out here, I feel sorry for you. All the ones that's been attached to these students all these years, and then you got to go to their funerals. I know how you feel now. I feel bad for every mother that had to bury a child, Monique and Tamika Felder, and the mother that had to bury little Reggie a couple of days ago. And to see a family just go through post-traumatic stress disorder over a lost loved one due to violence. You don't have to live like this. I don't care what your situation is. You don't have to live like a dog. You ain't thrown away. Go to somebody's church, man. Get prayed for. Get around positive people and positive kids that's going places, man. You just do not have to become a product of your environment. If you don't listen to this right here, and if you don't get this, what I'm saying right here, you're going to hear my voice again while you staring down the barrel of a gun. You better take this $1 million worth of information that I'm giving you right here and use it for your benefit. Respect your parents. And parents, stand up and do what's right for your kids and tell them no. Stop trying to be their friend. These are not your friend. These are our children. I just want to say that because I'm just kind of in my feelings today because I had to bury one of mine. You eat one bowl of cereal at my house, I got something to do with you. Stay up under my roof one night, you mine. So let's keep all these kids lifted up in prayer. Let's just take those words and use them. And I hope that somebody learn from this and get something good out of this, what I had to say today. All right, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.